Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Zane. Today let's take a look at the Sandbox. This is a tokenized asset for gaming ecosystem. Now the Sandbox is an Ethereum-based metaverse and gaming ecosystem where you can create, share and monetize assets and games. Now the Sandbox is decentralized, community-driven. It's a virtual world where creators can design and sell in-world assets. The Sandbox Metaverse is one of the several blockchain-based virtual worlds attempting to change the dynamics of gaming markets and reward creators for the value they produce through user-generated content. Now, the reason why I'm talking about Sandbox is probably obvious to most, but obviously it's doing really well right now. And I've wanted to talk about the Sandbox for over 2, 3, 4 months now. It's actually quite crazy how long it's taken me just to talk about the Sandbox. But I'd say right now the timing is perfect because the price is doing amazing. It just hit $1, and that was amazing because 3 months ago this crypto was at an all-time low of around 15 cents. This was back in June the 22nd. Naturally, a huge question that's on everyone's mind is, how did the Sandbox did this? How did it go from 15 cents to above $1? It was $1.15 earlier today, which was quite amazing. $1.15 earlier today as we speak. So naturally during today it's lost around 15 cents, but not to worry because I have a feeling that it hasn't stopped. This is not a period of time where it's slowing down. So let's take a look at the tokens at the moment. In terms of circulating supply, we're looking at over 885 million in circulating supply. Max and total supply, we're looking at 3 billion tokens in max supply. Now, apart from the price doing amazing right now, what else is new in the Sandbox community? Now, recently, the Sandbox enlists The Walking Dead. This is a really popular comic book and TV franchise. Everyone knows about The Walking Dead. So naturally, having this game on your platform is a huge deal. And this is actually quite recent. This happened back in July. We're currently just exiting August. So it's not too long ago. This was around the same period that the price started skyrocketing. At the start of July, around the 6th of July, the price started going up from around 15 to 20 cents to around 46 cents, eventually hitting 65 cents. The 24th of July saw the price at 80 cents. This was huge. July was a really good time for Sandbox. Not to mention, August has been amazing for Sandbox, and coming to the end of August, it just skyrocketed to $1. Now, the Walking Dead game experience will be included on the world map, plus players can use franchise assets to create their own games. Now the Sandbox will feature an interactive Walking Dead game experience that lets fans attempt to survive amidst the zombie uprising. Popular characters like Rick Grimes and Michonne will be recreated in the game's voxel style, and players must harvest resources, fend off undead attackers, create alliances and more. Players can also use the Walking Dead theme assets within the Sandbox's Game Maker toolset. Needless to say, this is already on the platform. As you can see, Walking Dead is something that is already on the platform. A lot of Walking Dead fans will naturally migrate to the platform. And a lot of people who've watched The Walking Dead casually, they might actually be interested in playing a game on this site, on the Sandbox. Now, the Sandbox is made up of 3 products. Vox Edit allows users to create and animate 3D objects in the metaverse, such as people, animals, and tools, among other items. These objects are referred to as assets and use ERC 1155 token standards, allowing for both fungible and non-fungible token NFTs to be minted with a single smart contract. So the Sandbox Marketplace is a venue in which users can publish and sell their assets after first uploading them to the interplanetary file system. And third, the Sandbox games allow users to create 3D games for free. That's incredible. And those are 3 products that make up the Sandbox platform. 3 unique products. 3 products that I think people are really excited to use. And being able to create assets that are fungible and non-fungible NFTs that can be minted. That's amazing. Now about the tokenomics of Sandbox. By providing an ecosystem for tokenized assets in gaming, the Sandbox ecosystem makes up several different tokens, Sand is an ERC20 token that powers all the ecosystem transactions and interactions. For example, it costs Sand players to play games, purchase equipment, or customize their avatar. Now in the future, Sand will also serve as a governance token, allowing its holders to input on changes to the ecosystem when the Sandbox decentralized autonomous organization is established. Now, Sand can also be used to purchase assets and land. Digital pieces of real-world assets are represented by ERC 721 token standards, which are NFTs. Now, players can use their lands, a 96x 96 meter digital plot, to house games and assets. Only 166,000 land plots will ever exist. When a player combines multiple lands into one property, it is called an estate. And finally, Sand token can be staked to acquire more Sand, as well as gems and catalysts. Two further types of tokens are required for assets creation. Catalysts are ERC20 tokens that define the tier and security of your assets. Tier range from common to legendary, with common assets being at least scarce, legendary assets being more scarce. And gems are ERC20 tokens and are burnt when used, in addition to being acquired via staking in Sand. Gems can be purchased from other players. And very importantly, the Sandbox pays for Ethereum gas fees on the behalf of players, making the user experience more seamless. Additionally, 50% of the Sand token transaction volume is allocated to the Sandbox Foundation, which supports the ecosystem by funding grants and promoting the platform. How to generate revenue in the Sandbox. They go into that as well. You can generate revenue in the Sandbox in several ways. After creating assets with VoxEdit, you can upload them to the Sandbox Marketplace to sell as NFTs. For example, assets such as avatar, motorbikes, and animals sell for a wide range of prices, from less than 10 sands to thousands of sands. Likewise, you can create and monetize your own game with the Sandbox Maker, or alternatively, earn reward as a player of other games. You can also earn income from your land by renting it to other players or populating it. So that's quite amazing. So that's a quick look at the Sandbox and its tokenomics. But the fact that there's this platform out there that you can use to create NFTs, you can use this platform to create your own type of games. And quite amazingly, you can actually become a landowner. You can actually use this platform to make a revenue through NFTs and creating other games and selling assets. That's quite amazing, and it really does sound like the future is here. From my perspective, it really does look like it's something you could only predict in the past, that one day we hope to have a platform like this, and now we do. We got a platform that you can basically do anything you want when it comes to making NFTs, creating your own games, selling assets, trading. It's amazing. Well, what more can be said about Sandbox? Now, let me know if I missed anything while making this video. Let me know if I missed anything about Sandbox, anything that's important. If you'd like me to do a real game experience, I can probably live stream a game experience of Sandbox on this YouTube channel. Do you think Sandbox can hit $1.25 or $1.50, maybe even $2 by the end of this year? I think $1.25 is definitely realistic, but $2 by the end of this year might be a little bit unrealistic. More than a little bit, actually. I think it still has a long way to go. But the crypto market is doing extremely well right now. No one knows what's going to happen, which is really exciting. So thank you for watching, subscribe, and of course, I will see you in the next video.